Hi everyone, Tania here. Definitely want to say welcome to each and every one of you on this 100 day that we're on for us really becoming our absolute best self in such an open and an honest way. So, I really want to talk about 9 different ways that helped me with my depression, things that I have used personally, and with my intention to support you or maybe someone that you know can utilize these 9 things that have helped me overcome my depression that I have dealt with for years that really no one really knew about. I'm really a very private person, and so that's just something that was pretty much hidden. First thing that I've done, well, they're not in the same order, but the first thing on this list that I wanted to say is talk to a therapist. Talk to a therapist. I remember just feeling in my rock bottom, and I just remember thinking, like, you know what? I need to talk to somebody. Like, I cannot keep dealing with this. Like, I have to talk to someone. So I went into a domestic violence place and I told them, like, hey, I be starting a lot of stuff in my relationships. I don't like the way how I act. I need to speak to someone. They let me know that I'm the first person to ever come in voluntarily to seek help. And they offered me help. And I was talking to a therapist weekly, and it helped me tremendously, like just to get the things off your chest, to have somebody who's unbiased to just listen to you and to possibly give you valuable tips to help you further in your journey of recovery from those depressing emotions. So that's number one. Number two, watch a series, like a binge watch series. I remember I was home a few years ago and I was just so all depressed and all sad and just it was just miserable. And my cousin, he said, Tania, I think this will help you. And it was a series of heroes. I'm not sure if anybody ever heard of heroes. It's like a modern day like humans who realize and they have like mutated genes where they are have like superhero powers, and like I love superhero stuff anyway, so that already intrigued me. And so I was laying my depressed self in my bed just watching it, and it helped me so much because it was an escape. It was an escape from my sad ass life at the time. So maybe that's something that you want to do. Find something that's maybe a comedy, maybe drama, whatever genre that you like the most. Just binge in it and just let that be your reality for a minute. That helped me a lot. Number three, take a walk just to be in nature. I would just get out and just walk in a sad way. But I did. I felt better inside. Even though it may not look all on my face, but I did. I did begin to feel better. And you really can't help but to feel better because nature is a natural remedy for sadness, especially when you're getting sun on you. Do that. Number 4, cry. Cry, cry, cry. I'm sure I could have felt multiple bathtubs of tears of how much I've cried during those times. Allow yourself to feel the emotions. Allow yourself to know that it's okay. Like, it's okay to feel sad in this moment. There's a reason behind everything. But allow your emotions to express themselves in the most healthiest way possible. So cry. Number 5, go to a friend house. Go to someone who you know genuinely cares about you. There's been a good amount of times where I have gone to specific friends' house and I'll just go. A lot of times I'll just sit down on the couch or just sit down on the floor and really don't really talk at all. But I'll just be sad. They'll feed me. They give me hugs when I need them. But they allowed me to just be with no pressure. It was all love. And my friends know who they are. I really genuinely appreciate that. So for you to go to someone else who genuinely care and just be there, just so you can be around a loving presence. Number 6, spiritual community, like a spiritual coach, a spiritual mentor, a group of people or a person who can help you see things in a different way, to start seeing things in a different perspective. And that is not so much that you have no way out. That helped me too, to be around people who have a certain type of mindset, who can show me a different way of looking at things so that I can find the tools to get myself out of this depression. So do that for yourself. If you don't know anybody, maybe you just go to YouTube University and just find somebody, maybe like a self-help person or whatever the case may be, whatever your spirit leads you to, and just go down that route. It will help so much to gain a different perspective on overcoming your sadness, your depression. Number 7, create. A lot of people create some wonderful things when they are like at their rock bottom. Maybe you are a painter, maybe you're a poet, maybe you are an artist, a person who makes music, maybe you want to color, whatever the case may be, play an instrument, create a song of some sort. Just create something. I did a lot of writing, I did a lot of journaling, some poems for myself to just help me express, to get those emotions out of me. So that could definitely benefit you as well in overcoming depression. Number 8, exercise. Now I know there was periods where I was so depressed, like I just did not have the energy to get up to do any type of exercise, because all of my energy was exerted in me crying, me not eating, me not really drinking a lot of water. I didn't even have the physical to get up and do anything. The exercise really started to come in as I started to get myself a little bit better. When I actually started to start eating regularly again, really start drinking water and stuff like that, going on more walks, then the exercise basically came into play where I had enough energy to start. And oh my gosh, that helps so much to release. Sometimes I would just be thinking about whatever, just making me so upset or whatever, or making me so sad, and just run and run and run, where I just exhaust myself, where I'm just breathing super heavy so that I'm not even really thinking about that stuff because I'm too tired to think about it. That helps too. Last but not least, self-reflection. Self-reflection. I had to self-reflect to the point where I had to just talk myself out of being depressed. Well, I'm just like, God damn, like you've been doing this for a few months now. Is this your life now? Is this really your life? Having this different stuff just trigger me out in the world that may have reminded me of why I was so sad in the first place. I had to keep self-reflecting. So self-reflect. Like, what is going on? Why am I feeling like this in the first place? What can I do differently in the future? What lessons have I learned? However it looks like for you, self-reflection is critical. And in self-reflection, it will definitely support you in never having to deal with depression like that again, because you have learned that lesson. So those are my 9 things. Of course, is different ways of how you can overcome, but those are the 9 things that have helped me. And if I think about some more throughout these times, I will do it in part 2 or something. And if you have other ways, please drop them in the comments, because it could definitely help another person. So, talk to a therapist. Watch like a series you can binge watch. Take a walk. cry, go to a friend's house, someone who genuinely cares about you, be in spiritual community, get like a spiritual coach, get a spiritual mentor, create something, exercise, self-reflection. All right, you all, I love you. Keep loving yourself, and definitely text that number so that we can stay connected. I love you. Keep loving yourself. Peace.